Hello all. Hello all. In this session, we'll see what is a group discussion and how do we go about it. So, in this session, we'll see what is a GD, what is not a GD, what is a rubrics of a GD, and how to talk and behave in a GD. Now, the first question first: what is a group discussion? Can you just ponder on it? What is a group discussion? So, group discussion ante enti? What do they do? What do they ask you to do? How should you behave? So, the first question: what is a group discussion? See, you might sit in a canteen or a coffee shop or a snack bar, and then you start discussing about certain stuff. You might talk about a movie, RRR గురించి కానీ లేకపోతే you might think about politics. You might talk about an upcoming movie. దేని గురించైనా you start discussing. So there is a group and you start discussing. Is that a group discussing? Group discussion? So if that is a group discussion, now what is the difference between a formal group discussion and an informal group discussion? Now coming to a formal group discussion, what happens in a group discussion? Group discussion ante it is a hiring technique. See, first of all, remember that it is a hiring technique. So please remember that మిమ్మల్ని ఒక 10 minutes or 15 minutes కూర్చొని మాట్లాడమనేటప్పుడు you have to understand that you are being monitored. All right, so you are being monitored. You have to understand that it is a hiring technique. You are being monitored, so you have to understand it is a hiring technique. And the second one is it saves time. It saves the company a lot of time. So ఒక 400 మంది ఉన్నారు అంటే ది ఎంటైర్ 400 మెంబర్స్ని ఫేస్ టు ఫేస్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ చేసే కన్నా ఇఫ్ యూ గో ఫర్ అ గ్రూప్ డిస్కషన్ అది కొంచెం టైం కూడా సేవ్ అవుతుంది. దట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ దే గో ఫర్ అ గ్రూప్ డిస్కషన్ ఫర్ ద ఇనిషియల్ segments. So what happens? It generally is an informal discussion among students. A topic is given and a moderator usually monitors the discussion. So మీరు ఏం మాట్లాడుతున్నా సరే there is a moderator who notes it down. ఎవరెవరు ఏంటంటే మాట్లాడుతున్నారు అని చెప్పేసి there is a person who notes it down. And then a time slot is decided, usually 5 to 10 minutes. And at the end of the time slot, the moderator intervenes to stop the discussion. Now, what is the purpose of the GD? Purpose of the GD ఏంటి అంటే ఆ డిస్కషన్లో they would like to see what is your spontaneity levels, communication, your public skills, are you a team player or not, మీకు సబ్జెక్ట్ నాలెడ్జ్ ఎంత ఉంది, వాట్ ఆర్ యువర్ కంఫర్ట్ లెవెల్స్ ఆఫ్ ఇంగ్లీష్, యువర్ గ్రామర్, ఫ్లూయెన్సీ, బాడీ లాంగ్వేజ్, all these things are and beyond these are checked in a group discussion. So మీకు ఇచ్చిన 5-10 minutes లో కూడా I request you to please keep in mind that somebody is watching you. Do not forget that somebody is watching you. Please keep in mind that somebody is watching you and దానికి తగ్గట్టు you have to behave. Okay, now rubrics of the GD. సో ఇది చూస్తే మీకు దేని బట్టి మిమ్మల్ని అసెస్ చేస్తున్నారు అన్నది అర్థమవుతుంది. See, for example, this is just an example. This is not the rubrics that all the companies use. Okay, in this example, when you see, you have ikkada candidate 1, candidate 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 అని చెప్పారు. And subject knowledge లో ఈ company that the weightage is 30%. So candidate 1 has maybe 20% of it, 5%, 2%, or 16%, 15% of it. Creativity, originality, voice, is it clear, is it confident? Your body language, are you confident? Analytical ability, are you fluent in English? Will you take initiative? Maybe introduction chappagalra. Leadership skills, group behavior, enthusiasm, and listening skills. So all these things are considered in this particular interview. So depending on what company are you going, these things may vary. But this is a general evaluation. ఇలాంటి గ్రూప్ డిస్కషన్లో ఈ evaluations ఎక్కువ ఉంటాయి. So remember these things: leadership, group behavior, listening, enthusiasm, initiative. So please be very, very careful about this particular area. Now, the topics that they give might be factual or abstract. Now, what and how to talk in a GD. So we understood that we are supposed to, these are the things that they will concentrate. So how do you talk in a GD? సి డివైడ్ ద టాపిక్ ద మినిట్ మీకు బోర్డు మీద రాసినప్పుడు కానీ లేకపోతే మీకు ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇచ్చిన వెంటనే ఆ టాపిక్ని డివైడ్ ఇంటూ ఇంట్రొడక్షన్, బాడీ అండ్ కన్క్లూషన్. All right, and then try to remember the facts, advantages or disadvantages. Use theme of the topic. మీ టాపిక్ ఏదైతే ఉందో ఈ బాడీలోని ప్లీజ్ ట్రై టు రిమెంబర్ ఫ్యాక్ట్స్, అడ్వాంటేజెస్, థీమ్స్, disadvantages of that topic. So this will be a mental picture of it. You try to remember a mental picture of it. Remember, there is a difference between Jan session and a group discussion. Jan session lo you are given 1 minute of time and you are supposed to talk for one continuous minute. But here it is not like that. You have to understand the other person. What is the other person what is the other person talking? Listening skills undali. Vaallu maatlade dan batti you have to continue the conversation. So once you finish your introduction, body and conclusion, start your initiation. Initiate the first action. You can start it with giving the introduction of a topic. Politely agree to disagree. See, if somebody, some point, you are not okay with that point, you don't agree to that point. So you can disagree with that, but in a polite way. So maybe you can say, that's a wonderful point, but in my opinion, I think like this. These kind of words do not hurt the other person. Support your ideas by others. ఒకవేళ మీ ఐడియాస్ వేరే వాళ్ళు మాట్లాడారు అయితే అంటే I was about to say that అని చెప్పి you can support the idea. And if you do not have any points to speak, think about the conclusion. ఒక్కొక్కసారి ఏమవుతుందంటే certain topics we do not have information about it. So listen properly. Remember, ఇందాక మన rubrics లో చూసినప్పుడు listening skills ఉంది. So listen properly. While the discussion is going on, you might gain some knowledge and you can talk about it, or wait for the conclusion point and you can give the conclusion. Okay, now common mistakes that we do in a group discussion. We start in haste. ఒక్కొక్కసారి కంప్లీట్గా మనం అక్కడ ఇచ్చిన టాపిక్ అర్థం చేసుకోకుండా we start talking. So you please be careful and initiate చేయాలి అనే కంగారులో please don't talk. Deviating from the subject. It was morning, people who have attended the session, they would understand we somewhere deviated from the topic, and there is one girl who brought us back into the topic. So please be careful. Please do not go out of the subject, and if you feel that somebody is going out of the subject, you can slowly bring them back to the topic. That again shows your leadership skills. And your personal attacks. Somebody says, Ram Charan Tej is not a great actor. Fine. That is again your test of your behavioral skills. So please be very careful. Ram Charan Tej naina, Rajmouli garnaina, lakapothe mana NT Ramarao garnaina, evarana emana anna sare, please do not react. All right. Similarly, when your idea is not agreed or agreed upon, you can decently say that is okay. Do not attack. Personal attacks okay. And then redundancy. ఒకళ్ళు ఇంట్రొడక్షన్ స్టార్ట్ చేసిన తర్వాత ప్లీజ్ డు నాట్ repeat the introduction again. See, this again is an example of a session we had in the morning. So do not repeat. ఒకళ్ళు చెప్పిన టాపిక్ని please do not repeat. And dominating. It doesn't mean that if you speak for 5 minutes continuously in a group discussion, you will be the winner. No, it is not like that. So do not dominate. Domination skills unnai ante you are not a team player. All right, so try and help the others. If somebody is not talking, you can just say, excuse me, what is your point? Or you know that person's name, maybe Sarita, what do you think about it? And cheppi meer koncham koncham help chesarankondi, maybe Sarita can also talk. That shows your leadership skills. So helping others will actually help you. All right. And the other one is too much of technical information. You can give facts, you should give facts and figures, but please do not go too much into it. And being tight-lipped. If you do not know anything to talk, just please don't stop talking like that. You need to talk. You need to speak up. So indak nenu cheppanu kada, if you do not know anything to talk, then wait for the conclusion and you'll be able to talk there. And these are the frequently asked questions in Byju's group discussion. So please take a note of that, and then probably you can work on that stuff. marketing versus manufacturing, all these things are the, maybe you can pause the video here and then check. These are the commonly asked questions in Byju's group discussion. And one more thing, what you can do is you can go online, check for Byju's company profile. You understand when was it started and all that information. You can be ready for group discussion. So now the plan of action would be, please choose a topic and start practicing with the inputs that have been given in this video. So any questions, you can contact me on my number or my email ID, or you can visit my website. Thank you so much.